Alright, welcome back to Persona 3 Portable. We just gotta go around and talk to our social links, and then we can advance, and we're really close to the end. So what I noticed just now, right before I started recording again, is that they take away your camp menu. So you're just left with this when you go into that. Just a basic little option screen, just in case you need it. Alright, so we talked to, what, Ryo, Junpei, and Fuka. There's gotta be even more people to talk to. Can I go into Student Council? Nah. In that case, let's go to... not the lobby, let's go down to the first floor hallway. Yeah, I figured Akihiko would be here. I wonder if his dialogue's unique. Or, no, because I messed up the romance stuff with him, didn't I? I don't know. It's been a while since I last saw you at school like this. You're right. I'm feeling a little nostalgic. That's why I'm taking a look around the school right now. This is my last chance, after all. It might have felt like forever at the time, but now it seems like those years went by in a flash. All I did was box for all 3 years. Is that really all I did? Oh, no. We had some good times together. I enjoyed those. If we hadn't been in the same dorm, we might have never even met. The world seems mysterious that way. I'm going to leave the dorm soon. That's not going to change the fact that I'll always be your senpai. If anything happens to you, call me up at once. I'll race to your side. Do you remember Shinjiro? Shinji was supposed to graduate with me too. I can't believe he got dragged into that incident. I still can't force myself to accept what happened to him. Even to this day. Wow, that ended solemnly, didn't it? Let's try... no, we already came through here once with Ryo, right? Oh no, this is the right areas, the club rooms. Oh, that takes you back to the main lobby. Interesting. Oh wait, no. I went through here. I'm stupid. This is the way I want to go. Yeah, there's nothing here. Why did I come in here? I don't know, just being thorough. Okay, first floor hallway. No one. I believe I saw Hidetoshi in the lobby. There he is. Hello, Hamako-kun. I'm glad I caught you here. There's something I wanted to tell you. We'll still be able to talk to each other next year, but I wanted to say this while we're still both in the student council. I'm going to quit the council. I'm just not going to apply next year. That cigarette business gave me a lot to think about. This may sound odd, but do you think this country is headed in the right direction? I think so. I see. Well, I feel differently. You're an optimistic woman, so maybe society looks different through your eyes. Around January, there was a sinister cult growing in popularity. A society without a future. For many people out there, that's the reality. I was thinking how we could change that. What it would take to change society. I thought maybe one influential person could start a revolution. Yeah, I don't like where this is going. But starting a revolution just because you have the power to do it creates more problems. That's what the Nixus incident taught me. Who calls it that? I realized how naive I had been. Now, I think the best thing for society is more education. Things that each of us have to learn before going out into the world. That's what's needed most, so I'm thinking of becoming a teacher. Society is dedicated to... a society is dictated by its people. Whoops. If we improve the people's minds, society will be likewise improved. Aren't you going to laugh at me? Say something like, you, a teacher? Don't laugh. I see. I'll do my best. I just wanted to thank you for that. It's all because of you. Thanks. And... oh, never mind. I'll tell you someday when I'm more worthy of you. You, get away from me, Hidetoshi. When I told you that I'd protect you, even I didn't know that. There was a larger meaning behind it. That's all. See you later. Ah, so he does have a crush on Hamako. That's like not implied anywhere. Until then, I guess. It's locked. Is that... Oh yeah. Okay, this is how we do the Sayori thing. Yaku-kan, hi, nurse's office. Mr. Edogawa's there. Oh, this is great timing, Yuki. I've been looking for you. I was left in charge of this. It says that it's from Sayori Hasegawa. It seems to be addressed to you. Here you go. Well then, I'll be in the back as usual. Please let me know if Ms. Onuishi comes in. Anybody else? Tell them I'm not here. What are you doing, Edogawa? Why are you so weird? Goes into the mysterious little room. What the... You decided to read the letter alone in the nurse's office. Alright, letter from Sayori. Hamako-chan, how are you? This is probably the first time I've called you that. I'm doing well. Sayori's small handwriting fills the paper. You can imagine Sayori's smiling face as she wrote this letter. I've gotten used to the dorms. I've made friends that I talk to and laugh with every day. But there's no one like you who would get angry and stand up for me. I think you're the only person who would do that for me after all. But I believe that it would make you happy if I learned to enjoy my life in this new place. I'm doing my best to live my own life here. There's one thing I never told you. I did love someone, but he's no longer with us. Huh? I made him suffer and forced him into a corner. My parents severely blamed me for the incident. What the... What? I don't remember this. They sent me out as an exchange student and I never knew when I'd be able to return to this country. My parents must have not wanted to see my face. Because I was sent far away to a country where I had no one to rely on, I didn't go to school at all. A church took me in and I prayed for his soul every day. I prayed for him and that he would forgive me for being too weak to kill myself and end the pain. Jeez. Hamako-chan, I'm so sorry. I was so weak that I couldn't tell you this. I was scared that you would hate me. After we started being friends, I began to want something more than a casual friendship. I wanted you to come to understand me. But no one is ordering me around anymore. I'm acting as I wish. But being in control of your destiny, it's a scary thing. If I hurt someone's feelings, I feel like I'm denying myself something. It's much easier if I go with the flow. But not doing that is to stand up for what you taught me. It means that I'm alive. And I'm meant to be alive. It's almost spring break, but I won't be going back home. I haven't contacted my parents either. But one day, I want to be able to say that I'm glad that I'm living. And then, I want to be able to thank my parents. And this is all because I had a friend like you. Thank you. With my deepest gratitude, Sayori Hasegawa. Wow, that got really dire and weird. I don't ever remember that. Okay, Sayori, good luck with that. That's pretty deep. Alright, no reason to go into the faculty office. I don't think I'm missing anything here, so let's move on out of the school. And besides, at the end of this, I can always check the list and make sure I didn't miss anyone. What are you doing here, Ken? Oh, Hamako-san. I'm glad I found you. It was kind of strange coming to the high school campus alone. Oh, I came today to drop off something that Akihiko-senpai forgot. You might not think so from the way he looks, but Akihiko-senpai is a little soft in the head sometimes. Talking about forgetting something. Do you remember that person named Shinjiro-senpai? He stayed at our dorm for a little while. I never had the chance to talk to him. But every time I think about him, I feel like this pain and sadness, like there's something really important. I get all these mixed feelings that I don't understand. It makes me think that I need to do something. I don't know what though. I wonder why. Oh, I'm sorry. It was just easy to talk to you. Oh yeah, Hamako-san. You know how it's almost spring break? Why don't we go somewhere during it? How about no? How about we go see a movie or go shopping together? It's been a while since I've looked forward to a break like this. I think it's ever since my mom was still alive. Oh, did I ever tell you? My mom died in an accident. Ever since then, I've never looked forward to holidays or breaks. When I'm at school, I can forget about what happened, but now I have you with me, Hamako-san. I won't cry anymore. Thank you, Hamako-san. Thank you for not treating me like a kid. I can look forward to the future because of you. I'll be able to live with my head held high. That's how I feel. Well then. Bye, loser. No, you're not interesting. You're not interesting. What about you? Alright, bye school. Let's start going through the list, I guess. To Polonium Mall. Yeah. Game Panic. Power Records. Can I go to the karaoke? No. And there's nothing here. Yeah, Velvet Room's gone. What about here? No. B-Boo-V. Nope. Can't go in Chagall Cafe. Aren't you the girl who used to talk to the monk upstairs? He actually called here trying to reach you. I think he had a message for you, but I can't quite remember it. Just hang on a sec. The bartender walked into the club. Here you go. I wrote it down. Good thinking, huh? But my handwriting isn't so good. Hope you can read it. I found my wife and son. My son's a good-for-nothing punk, and my wife is frigid as usual. That witch. What? Hey, shut up. I'm on the phone. Why did he write this part down? A lot's happened, but I apologize 1,000 times, and everything's back to normal now. I guess you could say we're back in love with each other. I realized, rather than holding on to my pride, I needed to suck it up and apologize. Thanks to you, Hamako. Take care, kid, till we meet again. That's the end of it. I hope I didn't miss anything. You didn't leave any contact info or anything. But I'm sure you'll meet him again somewhere. Hey, maybe we should become a nun. Maybe you should become a nun. That crowd all knows each other, right? Anyway, stop by this place anytime if you want to drink. As soon as you're over 21, of course. You mean 18. Why did they localize that to 21? I can go in here. Wait, am I wrong? I thought the drinking age was, wow, you're still here, bro. I thought it was 18 in Japan. Maybe I'm crazy. What's up, not Vincent? I really unloaded on you. Normally it's the adult who should be listening to the high schoolers' problems. I feel like dirt. Be careful on your way back home. There's a lot of weirdos out there. See ya. Is that the same thing he said last time? Whatever. Later, not Vincent. Well, that does it for Polonia. Port Island Station. You're just a male student. What about you? Nah, just talking about the incident. Everyone pretty much forgot. Hello, flower shop lady. If I go over here. What's up? Nothing. It's dark down there. Hold on, I wasn't done. I didn't check upstairs. It's just this cop. Or station attendant, rather. Alright, to the strip mall. Huh, interesting. Hey, the old couple's out. What's up, guys? Oh, hello, Hamako-chan. How have you been? You've grown so much since the last time I saw you. Come on, dear. There's no way she could have grown that much in so short a time. What must have happened is that we shrank, right, Hamako-chan? Ah, good point, good point. You got me there. By the way, Hamako-chan, I'm thinking of giving this old place a remodeling. I'll make it even showier than the wing they're adding to Gekko-kan. Speaking of which, the school's decided to move the persimmon tree to another field. Yes, I know. Boys. The persimmon tree. Persimmon. It'll be replaced on a hill where you can see the whole campus. I was hoping to get through this without talking about that, but no such luck. Years and years of making myself sound like an idiot. Anyhow, we'll support the Gekkokan High students as best as we can. You look very mature now, Hamako-chan. You must have been working so hard. Yeah, I was. I was fighting monsters. Whatever, salaryman. What if I go upstairs? Anything here interesting? Oh, can't go into Hagakure. Oh, I didn't want that. Yeah, show me the things. Oh, it's just a vending machine. Oh well, I guess that does it for this location. The shrine. I know who you are. You're Maiko's father. Hamako-san, right? I'm Maiko's dad. If you have a minute, could we sit and talk for a while? Sure. Then mind walking with me? I'll buy you takoyaki. Why does he look so mad? There's a good takoyaki there. But I bet you know that already. Well, yeah, I did hang out with your daughter. When I see this place, I remember all the times I'd come here with Maiko. She came here when she ran away from home, too. She really loved the takoyaki. She was a good kid, huh? She's so good that I wonder if she's really my kid sometimes. I got a letter from Maiko. It's long and full of details about her new life over there. She says she's made a lot of friends. Let's see, she's in charge of the rabbits at her new school, and she has to get up early to clean the cages. They yelled at her for forgetting her PE uniform. She forgot her homework and had to copy a friend's. I never knew she was that forgetful. Oh, and she did so well at her recorder test that she was asked to perform in front of everyone. Then she goes on to talk about how she plays at the park right by the school with her friends every day. Her mother's doing well too. They're having a lot of fun together. Having fun sounds nice. Nowadays I come home to an empty house. The room seems so big without them. I wonder if she feels the same way about her house now that there's no dad in it. We put that kid through so much on account of our own problems. I feel terrible about it. Maiko really seemed to like you. She wrote about you in her letter too. I love Hamako. I hope we can become family for real. I was thinking, would you be willing to go out? Oh, fuck off! Really? Atlas. How can you possibly write this? Don't misunderstand. I just thought Maiko would like that. Shut up. Get away from me, you weirdo. Of course, I'm talking about after you turn 18. The law's the law, right? Oh, that didn't come out right, huh? What am I saying? No, huh? Sorry, forget what I said. Get away from me, you weirdo. What is this franchise? The Famitsū story is so weird. I don't like it. I don't like how often I get perved on. It is uncomfortable. What's up, Koromaru? Aw, he doesn't have his collar and stuff. He looks so weird. Woof! Arf! Koromaru is nuzzling you with his nose. Aw, you petted him softly. Koromaru seems content. He won't budge from the front of the shrine. Could he be remembering the priests who used to live here? Koromaru is staring quietly at the shrine. You spent some time with Koromaru. Good seeing you, Koromaru. Now, I believe there's one other person here. This woman. Hello? Hello there. Oh, you must be. By any chance, is your name Hamako-san? And you are? Oh, excuse me. I should have introduced myself first. I'm Mrs. Kamiki, Akinari's mother. Does he ever say his last name at all? My son talked about you a lot. I was just thinking about him. If you have time, could you sit here and talk about him with me? Sure. That's wonderful. Please sit down. Today is a special day. What a coincidence seeing you today. It must be another of God's tricks. Today is my son's, Akinari's, birthday. He'd be 20 if he was still alive. Only 19 years. It wasn't long enough. He was almost an adult, but he never made it. He had a genetic disease. Me, I'm healthy as a horse, but him. The doctors detected it at birth. They knew he wouldn't live to see adulthood. Every day I wondered if he'd wake up the next morning. I blamed myself for what he inherited. You know that applies to both parents, whatever. He said something to me near the end. I'm sorry to have brought so much pain into your life, Mother. I'm glad to have been given life. I'm glad to have been your son. Thank you so much for the life you have given me. That's what he said. He was the one who suffered so much, and yet he said that to me. But my son brought me a lot of joy, too. Holding his warm body in my arms just after he was born, those tiny hands, that first smile. Hearing him breathe easily at night. Every day I gave thanks for him being alive. Every day I found new joy in him. And now, I'm so lonely and there's nothing I can do. But my boy gave me so much. That I have to keep going on, looking straight ahead. That's how I feel. I'll eat the finest foods, visit the most exotic places. Everything my boy could never do. I'll have so many stories to tell him about the things I've done. On that day when we meet again, on the other side, if I didn't have that to look forward to, I don't know how I could go on. That reminds me, when my son's condition worsened, he started writing a fable. But when I was cleaning out his room, I never found the notebook. He said he was going to show it to you first when he was done. I asked why not me. He laughed and said, "You'll be the second one to see it, Mom." I suppose he wasn't able to finish the story. He did finish it. What? So he was able to give you the notebook? You explained how you received the notebook from Akinari and that you heard the entire story from him. I see. I'm so glad. That was my only regret. It was awful to think that he wasn't able to finish this project. I see. You should hold on to the notebook. I'm sure that's what my boy would have wanted. I'll wait for him to tell it to me himself when I see him again. Now I have something else to look forward to. Mrs. Kamaki stood up quietly. I'm glad you and I could finally meet. Thank you. There's one piece of advice I'd like to give you, as an old lady to a young one. Take good care of the ones dearest to you. If you wait until their time has come, and you're clinging to their cold bodies, then it's too late. Everyone who's born will die someday. Not just Akinari or me or you. It happens to everyone. So before that happens, it doesn't take a grand gesture. You don't have to make a big production of it, but if you've loved someone, let them know it. We all go through life with the same struggles, the same heartbreak. We should be able to prop each other up with the same love and kindness as well. I'm sure you have something precious you can share with people. Always remember that. Mrs. Kamaki left without looking back. See, this is why Akinari is the best Link. Also, I guess it bears mentioning that in in Persona 4 Golden? I think it's only in Golden. In Persona 4 Golden, there's like allusion to that story that Akinari wrote, which means it does get published eventually. So I can't remember whether or not in original P3, whether or not the protagonist keeps the notebook or gives it back to the mother. I just figured that they hand it back over, but apparently they keep it, so I'm not exactly sure how it works to where in just the span of, 2 years? 1 year? Is it 2 years? I can't remember what year it is. We don't have a calendar, but whatever. The span of, let's just say 2 years. How it goes from being in the protagonist's hands to being published to where people know of it in Persona 4. Now let's look at, I can't look at the list. So let me actually pause here for a second because I feel like there's something I'm missing. I could be wrong, but no. We checked everywhere. I think there more show up tomorrow because we're not entirely done. That must be how it works, right? Because we didn't find Tanaka. Oh, no, wait. I know where Tanaka's is. Ah, darn it. I feel like... Let me go back to the school real quick. I want to say that there's something for Shinjiro. I don't want to miss it. But I can't say for sure. Alright, I'm going to pause here and just do a quick little Google search on it. Okay, I found nothing. I also scoped the entire city. So I'm just going to go inside. Turns out looking at that information up, like online, is harder than I thought it would be. The TV is left on. The news is on. Coming up next, a special report on the Amazing Commodities Corp. of the Tanaka's Amazing Commodities program. President Tanaka's failure to account for certain expenditures has caused a media stir lately. We now join our field reporter live from the scene. I'm reporting from the Amazing Commodities head office, where a swarm of journalists has convened. Word has it that President Tanaka will be coming out shortly to make a statement. The tension in the air here can't be denied. Thank you, and I'll be looking forward to updates as soon as anything happens. Back to the studio. The unaccounted expenditure has sparked a massive investigation. Some theorize that tax evasion is the cause. Oh, there's no question about that. I remind you that this is President Tanaka we're talking about. He tricks his own viewers for a few extra bucks. I bet he'd slit his mama's throat for a 5 yen piece. Jesus. No matter how high his net worth rises, he'll never be satisfied. He's lower than the scum on an earthworm's belly. All that money and no charity's ever seen a dime. Well, I'm sure he's not as bad as all that. Oh, this just in. Something has happened at the scene. President Tanaka has emerged. He's carrying a microphone. It looks like he's going to sing? Here comes Tanaka over the waves to you. Granter of your desires. Hi everyone, Amazing Commodities is here for you year-round, rain or shine. We have a monopoly on the cheapest, highest quality goods. Our customers' ecstatic screams cause noise pollution. Our stocks rise so high they're a hazard to birds, and we make losers every day out of people who don't buy. We're the only miracle left in this sad, desolate world. That's the Amazing Commodities guarantee. We look forward to your business. President Tanaka's car drove off. He's gone. What the hell are you doing? You call yourself a journalist? If you can't get one lousy comment out of him, it's as good as free advertising. We'll have to interrupt you there, as we've just received a fax. It's from President Tanaka. The message reads, Hi, this is Tanaka, the best friend your pocketbook ever had. And what's in my pocketbook is my own business. It's not my company's money, so what's it to them how I use it? But let me make one thing clear. I'm not ashamed of a single thing. My conscience is clear. Dear viewers, so buy my products guilt-free. Amazing Commodities here for you year-round, rain or shine. Buy now or drown in bitter tears. Bye-bye. Apparently, he had no intention of revealing his use for the funds. Has this Tanaka no shame? Just because he's made some money for himself doesn't mean he can toy with the common man's emotions. As self-appointed representative of Chokyu Public, I have something to say and I'm not afraid to say it. Fat pigs like him who gorge themselves on the excess of capitalism should be... Thanks very much as we wrap up our special report. With no new clues as to how the funds have been used, we can only hope that they went to humanitarian purposes. Next up, your daily glimpse into the stock market, where Amazing Commodities stocks are skyrocketing on the strength of the bizarre revelations just now. The report continues. Oh my god, it's so ridiculous. All is quiet. It doesn't seem like the others have returned yet. They all must be enjoying the peaceful evening. Even though you've just returned from school, you are feeling very tired. You should go to sleep early tonight. Well, We can check the TV again. Turn on the television. News up next. Another look at the mysterious apathy syndrome. As of last month, all patients have recovered, and there have been no further recorded cases. Alright. Save. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm supposed to go to Shinjiro's room. That could be it. Could be wrong. Oops, not the thing I want. How do I... There we are. Junpei's room. Akiko's room. Yeah, can't go in the vacant room. Shinjiro's room. Ah, it won't open. Well, so much for that. I could try going upstairs to the command room. Ah, it's locked now. Can I go to the roof? No. You feel very tired. You should rest for today. Can I turn on the TV? Nothing good on. Alright. Go to bed early? Yes. March 4th. That's as it did for today. What's up, Junpei? Something I can't remember. I give up. Man. Is there anything different around here? It looks the same. We can try poking around, though. I mean, I talk to, like, everyone. Unless they shove something new in today, somewhere. Which I guess is possible. Doesn't seem super likely. At this point, I don't feel too bad if I miss something, but I would like to at least try. Yeah, all this looks the same. I guess it wouldn't hurt to do another round around the city, make sure everything's just as I remember it. I didn't mean to go into escapade. That's not an exit. Port Island Station. All this looks the same. Strip Mall. Pretty much the same. One more trip to the shrine. Alright, to the dorm. You're feeling tired. You can't keep your eyes open. You should rest. Tomorrow's senior graduation day. Turned on the TV. Almost finished cleaning up the graffiti, and the posters are almost all torn down. The whereabouts of the cult at this time is unknown. Darn. Well, we've reached the end of the game. So I think what it is that we finished Shinjiro's Link, but is it because I didn't finish it romantically? I didn't get like a little extra thing for him? I'm not sure. Oh well. Here we are, March 5th. Graduation day, your room.
It's me, Igor. May I please come in? Thank goodness. I'm so happy to see you again. I'm sorry to show up so suddenly, but I really needed to talk to you.
Talk to me about what?
I remember everything. Everyone seems to have forgotten. But I remember that day
I'm glad you remember.
I'm sorry. It's just that when I remembered, I was afraid you might go somewhere far away, like you did at the last battle. Graduation's today, isn't it? I'm sorry. The ceremony's already begun. Such nice weather outside. Do you remember? The promise we all made? Why don't we go there and wait for the others? We can enjoy the view of this peaceful city.
Oh, that looks really nice. Meanwhile, Gakukan High School Auditorium.
The time to part has finally come. Though this is our last day together, we want the senior class to know that you've truly earned our respect. We wish each of you good health, happiness, and prosperity. On this auspicious occasion, I bid you all a fond farewell on behalf of the student body.
Next, a word from the valedictorian. From Class D, Mitsuru Kurijo.
Thank you. This last year, I accepted an important responsibility as Student Council President. When I first addressed you from this podium, I spoke to you all about seizing opportunity while you had the chance. Well, it must have been fate that intervened and gave me an important reminder of this. As many of you may know, my father unexpectedly passed away due to sudden illness. Sudden illness?
Wow, that's rare. I've never heard her stumble in a speech before.
We...
Huh? Wait, wasn't I supposed to... Oh,
That's right. I remember now. Our promise.
I remember. Yes. Upon my father's death, I was set adrift in life. No longer will I run from the future. I will face it head-on, in memory of my father's will. I am resolved, free from doubt or hesitation. This is because... It is because I have such wonderful, such priceless friends.
Mitsuru!
We swore to each other never to lose hope, no matter what tomorrow brings.
After shouting that, Mitsuru leapt from the stage to rejoin everyone. Even though that artwork says she's still there.
Senpai, we remember about her and Aigis.
Yes, of course. Let's go, everyone.
Where do you think you're going? We're in the middle of a ceremony.
Meanwhile, on the roof of the high school, the warm sunlight and gentle wind feels good on your resting body. Aigis is sitting close to where you're lying.
The wind feels so nice. This is my first time experiencing spring, but this season will eventually pass. After fighting alongside you and facing the world's end, I finally began to understand what it means to live. Thinking for yourself, not running away, accepting the inevitable. All things eventually come to an end. Every living thing will one day disappear. Only by accepting this can one discover what they truly want, what the meaning of their life will be. I understand now why I was so tormented by my lack of strength. Protecting others became more than just an order I had to obey. I wanted to do it for my own reasons. I realized this once I decided to try and prevent the fall. When I thought I might never see you again, something else became clear to me. What I wanted most. And so, I made up my mind. I decided that I would continue to protect you. I want to be your strength. I know I'm not the only one who can do this, but that's okay. My life will be worth living if it's for this reason. Thank you. You're right. What am I doing? I understand now. So I should be happy.
Hey!
Everyone! I realize now that I have friends as well. You don't have to save the world to find meaning in life. Sometimes, all you need is something simple, like someone to take care of. I'll keep on living no matter what, so that I can protect you. Thank you for everything. You're tired, aren't you? You can close your eyes. I'll always remain here by your side. The others will be here soon. Don't worry. I'll always protect you.
Ah yes, still one of the best endings you could possibly ask for. And still with probably one of my favorite... No, I'll say it. Definitely my favorite credit theme to any game. Memories of You. I did it! I finally finished Persona 3 Portable. It only took a little over a year. It took almost a year break. It was like, what, like 11 months, I think? But yes, I finally did it. I apologize for taking so long, but life gets busy. And, I don't know, priorities. Apologies to anyone that was really looking forward to seeing the end of this and gave up long ago. Yeah, there were other things I prioritized, and I don't regret that decision, but I'm glad I could finally do this. I kept telling myself, like, when I get the time, I'm gonna do it. When I get the time, I'm gonna do it. And I finally had the time. And it's kind of like, how do you go so many months without having time to do this? Because I did this in one day. This took me one day. I've recorded like 4 hours of this. It's a good question. I don't really know. Part of me probably overestimated how much work I really had left to do. It was really discouraging when I tried to do this last fall and I lost footage or audio, whatever I lost. Because I was kind of like, oh crap, am I going to have to redo all of this again? I had to do that Tartarus run and this and this and that. And then I kind of realized, like, no, I'll just fudge it and we'll play through the end of the regular days and then I'll just load the save I have. There's no reason to go in there and do that Tartarus run again. So I got a little lazy there, but whatever. Who cares? So, like, the one regret I do have is that I didn't max out everyone in the game. We came how many events off from maxing out everyone? I want to say, like, 7, maybe? I'm guessing it was, like, 2 for Mitsuru, 2 for Bebe, and 3 for Yukari. So, Like, I should have been able to do it, but even Persona 3 Portable with the really excellent, or the FemC route, I should say, the FemC playthrough of Persona 3 Portable, even with, like, the excellent rebalancing of adding links for every members of C's and adding more nighttime links, it still isn't a super well balanced game in terms of like your social activities. So it is kind of hard. And I would say it's like normal hard though. It's not like screw you hard like vanilla and Fess are, where those social systems are just a disaster and like impossible to max out without a guide. This one, it's like, it's doable. I was just a little unlucky. Probably made a mistake here or there. Didn't answer as well as I could in some events. In the end, it just adds up. And I fell a little short. That's okay though. This is weird. So like, what inspired me to like come back and do this is not just the fact that like, I have more time, but it's also because of like, there's been some interesting Persona developments this year. Like obviously I'm putting this out. Persona 4 Golden recently came to Steam, and I did something for it. I'm gonna have videos on it soon. I actually already like recorded them and edited them, but I have them sort of like pushed to the side because I was like, no, I should finish P3P first. I'll record that and put those out, and then I'll put out those P4G videos. Now, I'm not saying that I'm doing a full playthrough of P4G. I'm not saying that. But it's on the table. I'm not alone in doing it, actually. I had help. Sly, who was with me for the Catherine Full Body playthrough, he and I recorded like an hour and a half of the game, roughly. We did a few videos. That's what it turned out to. I cut it into 3. And if it does well, if they do well in views and people are like, yo, do the game, maybe we'll do more. But it would take a really long time because it's like, now I have to coordinate the schedules for 2 people, and the game's really long. P4G has extra content at the end. It would take a long time to go through a P4G playthrough. But if people want it, we'll consider doing it. And also, I guess on the topic of Persona, is whether or not I'm going to do Persona 5 Royal. The answer is yes. I'm going to do Persona 5 Royal. That's not an empty promise. I guarantee it. It might take a long, long time for it to ever appear on the channel, though. I promise I'm working on it. Hey, Valerie Guerra. I promise I'm going to do it, but there are extenuating circumstances around Persona 5 Royal, so it's going to take a while. But when it happens, you'll know. Also, I guess it's kind of almost into my advantage to wait so long because Atlas decided to be jerks and, you know, do their you can't share content from this video game thing. And it kind of seems like hollow. It's just, I think they realized that with original P5 that like they can't police it super well. It'd be impossible. There's too many people and too much content. But at the very least, by the time I get up to uploading anything from Royal, it'll have been long after its release window, so I doubt there'll be anyone at Atlas Japan or Atlas West that cares. Alright, there you go, Finn. That's the game. And I believe, do we save clear data, maybe? Yeah, save new cycle. Some data from the previous cycle will be carried over. I don't anticipate myself ever playing this again, but I should go to the top slot, shouldn't I? I'll just use turbo mode to get up there. I'll save it right there at the very top. Ah, they put flowers on it to let you know that it's clear data. That's nice. I like that touch. You know what I also liked? I was thinking about this earlier. Is how nice it is that because all of the PSP Persona games, portable P3P, as well as the P1 and 2 ports, because they all use the PSP front end, they all have like a bajillion save files, unlike Atlas's proper releases where they design their own save menu and they only give you, like 12 or 16 or whatever. It bothers me that Persona 4 Golden, despite being on PC, still only has 16 save files. Really bothers me. Just someday Atlas will come around and stop doing that because there's no need for it. Just give us more save files. It's not the end of the world. It's a single player RPG. All right, get off my high horse now. I'm done. I did it. Played through P3P. Gonna get back to normal stuff. Gonna upload Persona 4 Golden videos. That's next. See you guys around.